What if the love of your life was already looking back at you from the mirror? Sounds cheesy? Maybe. But learning to look at myself and say, I love you was harder than any breakup I've ever been through. And I've had some doozies. Let's talk about what it really takes to fall in love with yourself. We're diving into one of the most powerful chapters of self love, learning to truly see and accept yourself. Growing up, I was constantly told I was big bone. My mom was always on a new diet, and there was this unspoken message that love, especially self love, was conditional on looking a certain way. I internalized all of it. I spent years avoiding the mirror or only looking long enough to fix something until one day I decided that needed to change. I started doing what I now call the 3-minute dazzle. I looked myself in the eye and said out loud, You are radiant. You are lovable. You are worthy. At first, I felt silly. Then I felt emotional. Eventually, I felt seen. One chapter in my life that shaped my self image came when I was teased for wearing a see through dress because I didn't have a slip. I think I was maybe in fifth grade and I didn't even think about it. And it wasn't until I was on the playground and it was a sunny day, never had a clue. But I'll tell you that that made an impression. To this day, I still wear a slip under my dress. But being teased about that and then hearing again and again that I was big bone, that shame stuck with me for decades. But doing this work and writing my book helped me realize that those messages weren't my truth. They were someone else's insecurity. Here's your self love challenge this week. Stand in front of a mirror for 3 minutes a day. No filters, no fixing, just you. And if 3 minutes is too long, start with one. Say one kind, loving thing to yourself out loud, even if it feels awkward, especially if it feels awkward. Need a script? Try this one. I am enough. I am lovable. I am learning to love myself more each day. You don't have to believe it all right away. You just have to be willing to try. Inside my Journey to Self, the Awakening membership, we have a whole week dedicated to mirror work with guided prompts, love letter exercises, and community support. If this idea of falling in love with yourself speaks to you, come do it with us. Depending on when you're listening to this, you might be before it or after it, but you'll be able to have access to it if you join us in the group. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not hard to love. And the more you see yourself with softness, the more the world starts to respond in kind. Make sure you subscribe and follow so you don't miss next week's episode. We're talking about what self-care really looks like beyond bubble baths and fuzzy socks. And these are all coming from my best-selling book, Unconditionally You, Your Sassy Guide to Self-Love, available on Amazon. And I'll put the links for that in the description, available in paperback and Kindle. Until then, go dazzle yourself, love yourself, and remember the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with you. And until next time, be true to you.